shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. Seven will die. Seven will die. Seven will die someday. Deep in my heart, I do believe seven will die someday. Muhoozi will rise. Muhoozi will rise. Muhoozi will rise someday. Deep in my heart, I do believe Muhoozi will rise someday. Freedom will live. Besigye will live. Besigye will live someday. Deep in my heart, I do believe Besigye will live someday. Justice will return. Justice will return someday. Deep in my heart, I do believe justice will return someday. Freedom for all! Freedom! Freedom for all! Freedom! Freedom for all! Freedom! Freedom! Freedom for all! Freedom! Freedom for all! Never surrender! Never surrender!
Worse than that. Aren't you going?
For this event of habeas corpus, which is for an order that Dr. KIZZA Besigye and Lutale here be brought before you, my Lord, for the respondents to show cause why they are keeping them in detention without a valid remand warrant or any valid court order opening charges against them.
I thought initially habeas corpus we are saying you don't know where this person is.
That's not the case, my Lord.
Someone is in detention, you don't know who is holding him, probably. So you need the body dead or alive. So the person is here.
Yes, my Lord, but my Lord, when you look at the strict post-structural interpretation of section 38, it's not mainly restrictive that it has to be in cases where the person his whereabouts are not known.
So now the whereabouts are known. So what is the basis of your application?
The application is for an order of release, my Lord.
Now you had that.
Most of that is my Lord.
The body is here.
Yes.
So you had.
My Lord, the brief facts are contained in the affidavit of the Honorable Winnie Yanima,
And
and we have read the affidavit. Most of that, my Lord. And my Lord, our prayer is grounded on that particular section 38 rather, of the
we have the 18 office in That's why I wanted them when they
Harold, thank you very much. First of all, the speed with which you have acted. Number two, Harold, the summons is to the respondent. Bring the body and justify why it continues in what we contain as unlawful detention. They have not shown up, but at least they have brought the bodies of the persons. Having failed to come and justify, meditation. I would implore you, my Lord, before you go back to the administrative pronouncement, order for release.
You are rushing us. You are rushing us. So can I ask all the journalists to move out? What I didn't want to go into the chamber. You will come back later. But if you don't want to go out, it's up to you. So I can see Mr. Rupert. No problem. They can stay. We are not hiding anything. For me, as a judge, I'm very happy that our person. So I'm repeating that part. The problem is still a part of the application as a little bit weak. So what we have focused on is whether the continuous detention is justified. Probably a lot of damages. Why that today has been done. Now, thank you very much. I'm now going to take a break and ask the prison authorities to take back the two people. We are going to resume counsel. I've told you, Mr. Kalibara told me the law was in the ground here tomorrow.
My Lord, my big concern and contention that when you order prison authorities to take them back, now they will be holding them under your order.
That's why I wanted the journalists to first be us, so that we'll do some housekeeping. Because my friends from law society, were somewhere reasons. Now this is so let's say council. You know I respect you. Listen, you don't come state back.
But my Lord, I was still proceeding with the application as directed by the board. Yes, ma'am.
I can assure you we are aware of what for me as a judge, I'm very excited about the status of the presidential so let's be that for
We were not able to see Dr. KIZZA Besigye because we were told he's very weak. He's not able to leave bed unsupported. But we saw Haja Obedu Lutale. We also saw Bobby Young. They are in high spirits. They told us that Dr. KIZZA Besigye has been on a hunger strike since Wednesday last week. He's increasingly becoming very weak, but he's strong. He sent us a message. He told us to fight not just for him, but for all political prisoners, especially those that are still incarcerated illegally, those that were sent to prison by the military court. He sends you positive energy. He says, fight on, don't give up. We also were able to learn that Mr. Mueveni's minister, went to see Dr. Besigye yesterday. Dr. Besigye was shocked to see him. He did not speak to him. So whatever Bariomunsi is telling the nation are his own words, but not coming from Dr. Kebi. This we have decided to converge, all of us forces of change, and we'll be meeting later on today to find ways of exerting as much pressure as possible to see that our comrades are released and to end this impunity.
Dr. Besigye is here in Luzira illegally. And for any human being, the right place where Dr. Besigye should be is in a hospital. They know that he's here not by any means of law, The court that sentenced him to that put him in prison, the courts of law said it's an incapable court. It was a court that was not supposed to be hearing cases of civilians. But so unfortunate that those who are in power see it important to continue violating the law because they have the gun.
He told us to fight not just for him, but for all political prisoners, especially those that are still incarcerated illegally, those that were sent to prison by the military court.
That an attack on one of us is an attack on all of us. What Dr. Besigye is going through, any one of us can go through it. So it is all of us to say no to this kind of impunity, to say no to military rule, to say no to mismanagement of the affairs of Ugandans.
This continued mismanagement, specifically of Dr. Besigye's life, could easily plunge this country into a very chaotic situation beyond their ability, their presumed ability to manage.
The visits we have had in the various regions of Uganda, and which are still ongoing, which have two reasons. The first is to consult the FDC members on the way forward for the party, considering the problems that have bedeviled the party. But the second, and for me even more important, is to focus the whole country on the need to remove the biggest problem the country faces, which is the capture of our country by one family. That is the most urgent problem that the country faces. The parties are victims of that problem, that we live in a country captured by one family.